Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today, I decided to talk less about the 2022. I guess this is, of course, relevant to it, but just about something that, in my mind, is incredibly, incredibly big for politics in general and for the discourse in this country. And really, in my mind, if there could be a sway in politics going forward, I do think you're going to see a sway. So yeah, I'm not going to get into that yet. But before I begin the video, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are 13 subscribers away from 550. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's get right into this. So, somewhat breaking news. I mean, this technically broke at about 4 o'clock p.m., I think Eastern time, or 3 p.m. Elon Musk has acquired Twitter for $44 billion. And he is now effectively, in charge of Twitter. He has control of Twitter. Of course, there is going to be a transitionary period, I believe, but he does have, control of Twitter. He's now the person in charge. And this does mean a significant amount of things that will be happening for the company. So first of all, the Elon Musk says that he wants to make Twitter's code open source. He wants people to, Twitter's algorithms open source. He wants people to be able to see, what's going on, how the algorithms are affecting different accounts, and make sure that people are ensuring that it is a fair algorithm, so that I guess Republicans and Democrats, conservatives and liberals both have a fair playing field of getting their ideas out to the user base at Twitter. He, of course, has stated that he wants it to be a free speech platform. He does not support permanent bans. He says that they should be incredibly rare. This, of course, brings back that idea that Trump could return to Twitter at some point, although he said he's going to stay on his own social media platform, Truth Social. But overall, this ability now, and we know, and most people know that Twitter does, in many, or I guess formerly, and still, I guess now, suppress many conservatives and voices, and they do have a bias in who they suspend from their user base. They suspend much more conservatives than Democrats. So what does this mean for the public discourse in the country? Twitter is a very prominent social media site across the world, very, very prominent in the United States and among European countries, especially. And it really drives the discourse in this country, and really where the views come from, where the new ideas come from. New ideas come from Twitter. And it may seem strange, but on the Democrat side and the Republican side, people that just wake up in the morning and an idea pops into their head, and especially if they're somewhat prominent, they tweet it out, that can very well become the talking point for the day, for the parties, for the year. So it does have a significant effect. And with these conservatives now being able to have a significant influence, or a much more significant influence prior to what they used to have, or, and still in some sense still do, but in the future, this will, in my mind, lead to an inevitable, moderation of the people on Twitter. I think that more people will probably transition to becoming more conservative in their views, with those voices being more amplified. And I do think you could see that having a significant effect on the 2022 midterms and 2024 presidential elections. If conservatives are able to do that, they certainly can reach out to more people and have a much bigger effect with that wide-ranging speech, permissions, allowances. People are allowed to say, from Elon Musk's point of view, speak freely, say what they believe, and that is something that will definitely lead to, in my mind, an inevitable sway, where people are becoming conservative, and that's just statistically obvious, because formerly more liberals were dominated on Twitter, so that was the view that people were subjected to. So I do think that's going to change. I think that, frankly, this could even be better for the Republicans in the 2022 midterms. This is probably one of the most hopeful times for Republicans in America since election night 2016. I mean, when Republicans look back on history, this will definitely be a day that they remember. They will remember Trump's 2016 victory. They will remember the day Elon Musk bought Twitter, because it will be a significant turning point in history, and in their ability to reach out to people. Now, of course, there are many other social media sites with much larger viewer bases, and people on that site, but Twitter politically is a much more advantageous site, and Republicans, I do believe, will have a significant effect on changing that discourse. And I just think that's an objective thing that you can see. So this is just the Reuters article going over the fact that many people are excited about it, others are not so excited about it. Although there are, in my I do believe there are a majority of people that are happy that Musk is buying Twitter. Of course, he did it for 54.20, 420, trolling a little bit in there, but he is, of course, is serious. You have seen the stock go back up. It's almost at $51 now after Elon Musk announced that he would buy it, although, it is going to be going private. So that's really all that I have for you today. Just let me know in the comments your thoughts on Elon Musk now acquiring Twitter, effectively now becoming the CEO of Twitter. And how do you think that will affect the 2022 and 2024 elections with more Republicans having a greater effect on the discourse in Twitter? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more videos and have a great day.